Antonio Vivaldi lived in Venice at a time when Venice was its own country. It was a warm, sunny city that was full of people and culture. During a day in Venice, you could hear gondoliers serenading, people whistling and singing in the streets. There was theater, festivals, parties, and just so much going on. Vivaldi's family didn't have a lot of money, so his father figured that the priesthood would be a good option for his son. Vivaldi didn't have any say in the matter, and it's generally believed that he was less than enthusiastic about becoming a priest. First of all, it took him 10 years to complete the training. He finally graduated in 1703, but less than a year later he stopped saying Mass, claiming that his asthma made it too difficult. However, he still managed to keep a rigorous concert schedule. In the same year as Vivaldi was ordained a priest, he accepted a position at the Conservatory of the Ospedale della Pietà, an orphanage for girls. The orphanage had an excellent choir and an excellent orchestra that became a true highlight of Venice's musical life. Vivaldi taught the girls, directed them, and organized their concerts. The orchestra would perform every Sunday to a packed house, but the girls who were performing were hardly ever seen. They always seemed to be hidden behind a curtain or a gate of some sort. It's believed that their identity was hidden because many of these girls were the illegitimate daughters of Venice's wealthy and powerful men. Vivaldi wrote a lot of his compositions for the girls at the Pietà, including the Four Seasons, his famous violin concerti. The people of Venice loved these concerts, but applause was forbidden in the church where they performed, so instead they would show their appreciation by coughing, shuffling their feet, or blowing their nose loudly. It was around 1717 that Vivaldi met a singer by the name of Anna Girò. Vivaldi was of course still a priest at the time, but the impression people had of their relationship was very clear, that it was indeed a romantic one. In 1724, Anna and her sister moved into Vivaldi's house. The fact that the church was unhappy about this is not terribly surprising. A few years later, Vivaldi and Anna moved away to Austria, which is where Vivaldi spent the rest of his life. The reason for the move is unclear, but it could have to do with the hot water Vivaldi was in from the church. He died there in 1741, and a 9-year-old Franz Joseph Haydn sang at his funeral.